Now, the first question says, Lincoln felt that the emancipation of slaves should be done gradually, but he was forced to move faster because. Now, there are 5 options. Option A, his cabinet colleagues wanted it to be carried out fast. His own over-enthusiasm in doing things fast. The haste of the South to break away from the union with the North. The inadequate compensation given to slave owners. 5th option, of course, is none of these. From the first paragraph of the passage which we read just now, it's very clear that the correct option is option C, where it is mentioned that the haste of the South to break away from the union with the North. That is the correct option to the question why he was forced to move faster, though he wanted the process to be very gradual. Now, the second question, the meaning of this sentence, in giving freedom to the slaves, we assure freedom to the free. Now, what's the meaning of this particular sentence? In giving freedom to the slaves, we assure freedom to the free. Now, the first option, by freeing slaves, we are honoring the concept of freedom. If we give freedom to the slaves, they will serve us better. By freeing the slaves, we are saving ourselves. If we do not free the slaves, they will free themselves. And last option is none of these. Now, if you read the passage carefully, it means in the first paragraph that in giving freedom to the slaves, we assure freedom to the free, means by freeing these slaves, we are honoring the concept of freedom. In other words, people are supposed to be free. No one is supposed to be a slave. God has not made us to be slave to anyone. So we are not doing any favor, but the very concept of giving freedom, by freeing these slaves, we are honoring the concept of freedom. That means the second question, the correct option is A. Now, the third question, the incidents in the passage prove that Lincoln was. You are going to judge his personality from the incidents that are described in the passage. The first option says, not an able administrator. Option B, a sympathetic and kind-hearted statesman. C, afraid of the slave owners, afraid of criticism. Option E, against abolishing slavery. Some of these are utterly meaningless. For example, E, against abolishing slavery, which has absolutely no relevance. Among the other options, the first option says, not an able administrator. He was able to manage the emancipation of these slaves without much resistance from those who were proponents of slavery. So he was a statesman. The statesman is a very honest and revered politician. Politician is of a lower order. Statesman is a very decent, honest politician, transparent politician. And not only that he was a statesman, he was sympathetic and kind-hearted. People of his own party wanted him to take action against slave owners, but he tackled these critics very carefully. He even said, it's mentioned in one of the passages, that don't blame the slave owners, blame yourself. Somewhere he says, all the Americans have to share the blame for the system of slavery. So the correct option for question 3 is option B, a sympathetic and kind-hearted statesman. Now, question 3 is over. Now, question 4, according to Lincoln, who were the real culprits of the slavery system? Now, the first option, the slave owners, practically they are holding the slaves under their control. So, are they to be blamed? Are you going to blame the slaves for their problem? Both the slaves and the slave owners? And the option D, every citizen of the nation? Then the politician of the country. Now, as He says in the passage, he wants to hold every citizen of the nation as responsible for the system of slavery. The correct option to question 4, therefore, is D, every citizen of the nation. We move on now to question 5. After the war, how did Lincoln plan to treat the Southerners, people who wanted to move away from the Union with the North? Did he have a vindictive attitude? Did he want to take revenge upon them? That's where he shows that he was an honest, a decent, a very good statesman. The first option says, with extreme hatred, without any respect, with care and concern, with subdued revulsion, and the last option says, as if they never went to war. The correct option is option E, as if they never went to war. He wanted to inform people, treat the Southerners as if they never went to war. This is the quality of a statesman. A politician would have tried to be vindictive, to take action against these people. Again, this proves that he was an honest, decent statesman. Question 6. What was the last recorded utterance of Lincoln? This is again a content-based question. Straight away you can go back to the passage where it is also mentioned that this was the last recorded statement. In the relevant paragraph of the passage, you will find that the last recorded statement of Lincoln was, we must extinguish our resentment if we expect harmony and union. He meant that it is not time to settle our scores. It is not time to blame each other. Okay, something we have achieved. Let us extinguish our hatred, our resentments, and let us ensure harmony and union. So option B is the correct option for question 6. Now we come across from question 7 vocabulary questions. The first one, choose a word which is most nearly the same in meaning as the word underlined. The given word here is emancipation. The first option, anticipate something. B, freeing someone from suffering. C, accepting someone. D, expecting something serious. And E, helping someone. There is an obvious choice here that the correct option is B, which says freeing someone from suffering. Emancipation means rescuing someone, free someone from his suffering. So for question 7, vocabulary question, the correct option is option B, freeing someone from suffering. Question 8 is again a vocabulary question. You are given the word revulsion. You have to choose the synonym, the word, the option which gives the correct meaning of the word. Revulsion, the first option is feeling of disgust. B, revealing one's secrets. Expression of anger. A fitting reply, a repetition. Option B is a meaningful distraction. Because a revulsion is there, this option starts with the word reveal. But you should guard yourself against such distractions. Revulsion shows the feeling of hatred and disgust. Therefore, the correct option to the vocabulary question 8, the synonym or the meaning of the word revulsion is feeling of disgust. That takes us to the 9th question, which is again a vocabulary question, but this time you have to find the word which is nearly the opposite in meaning. In other words, you have to choose the antonym of the given word. The given word is compassionate. Compassion is something which you have feeling of concern for those who are suffering. Therefore, compulsive has got no relevance. Compact has got no relevance. Unlawful is not related in any way to compassionate. Affectionate gives almost the same meaning as the given word, but unsympathetic. Therefore, option E, unsympathetic, is the word which is most nearly the opposite in meaning. A person who is compassionate, a person who has got sympathy, therefore the antonym of the given word should be unsympathetic. Now we move on to question 10, which is again a vocabulary question. Choose the word or group of words which is most nearly the opposite in meaning to the given word. The given word here is harmony. Now, harmony refers to an agreement without any voice of dissent. People have harmony among themselves. They have more or less the same view. Now, the options given, remember, even to choose an antonym, you should know the meaning of the given word. Now, the first option is sorrow, which has nothing to do with harmony or its antonym. Satisfaction is the second option. Agreement, again, is the synonym of the word harmony. But here we have to choose the antonym. Now, the last two words, discard and discard. Now, there is a change of spelling between these two words. There is also a change in the form of this word. Option D, discard, D-I-S-C-O-R-D, is a noun. Whereas option E, discard, is a verb, to give up, throw away something which you have no use of. Now, harmony, when it means agreement, the antonym should therefore be disagreement, which the word here among the options is discard, option D. Both words are similar sounding, so you should not by mistake choose the second discard or option E. You should remember the last option E is a verb, whereas harmony is a noun. This antonym or synonym of a noun should also be a noun. Discard is a noun, therefore option D is the correct antonym of the given word harmony.